An unfamiliar looking Wimborne Town team went down 3-0 at Cuthbury against Mangotsfield United today. Simon Brown had new boy Patrick O'Flaherty in goal on loan from AFC Bournemouth, and a back four of Declan Randall, Scott Arnold, Tom Biles and Ryan Johnson. In midfield we had Ryan Murray on the right and Ant Waters on the left, with Billy Maybury and Louis Kellaway, and up front Mark Ford and Morgan Turner. And the game got off to the worst possible starts for Wimborne, when in the first minute they went behind. An attempted clearance rebounded off another player and fell to Ben Beaumont, and he easily beat O'Flaherty. So Patrick, I'm afraid, picking the ball out of his net before he'd even touched the ball. Wimborne slowly got back into the game, and Billy Maybury blasted a shot over in 5 minutes, and Ryan Murray had a shot that also went wide on 19 minutes. But Mangotsfield looked the more dangerous side at this point, and a header went just over the bar from them in 22 minutes. At this point, the speedy Liam Manel, their number 9, was giving the Magpie defence a lot of trouble down the right flank. Now in 28 minutes, Ant Waters had a tremendous left foot curling shot that was just tipped over, a very good save by Mangotsfield keeper. And from the resulting corner, there was a scramble in the penalty area, but the ball was cleared. This was a good spell for Wimborne Town, and just as they were getting on top, they gave away a second goal. Penalty, this one. Scott Arnold, the culprit, he pulled down the Mangotsfield player in the area, no doubt about the spot kick, and Ben Beaumont netted his second of the game. Half time then, 2-0 to the visitors. And the second half opened with a couple of cracking saves by Patrick O'Flaherty to keep it at 2-0. And there's quite a bit of pressure from Mangotsfield early on in the second period. Tremendous block by Billy Maybury on 55 minutes kept the score down. Ryan Murray was taken off on the hour mark and Sam Baston brought on. And then funny incident on 65 minutes, Mangotsfield's Lewis Hogg was sent off, picking up a second yellow. He picked up his first yellow not 1 minute before, after a tussle with Billy Maybury, and was about to be substituted when obviously must have said something to the referee. The referee brandished a second yellow, and instead of going that way, he came this way. More subs for Wimborne. Taylor Leonard came on to make his debut, and Morgan Turner went off. Wimborne trying hard to get back into the game at this point. Ryan Johnson went off, and Jack Lupton came on 78 minutes. Anti Waters had another good shot, easily saved by the keeper. And then on 84 minutes, the visitors went 3-0 up. Poor defensive work on the right, as to be said, from Wimborne, allowed the cross to come in, and there was number 9 Liam Manel to get the goal his play probably deserved earlier in the game. The game finished with a penalty to Mangotsfield, their second of the game, for a tackle by Tom Biles, who perhaps only the referee thought was a foul. But justice was probably done when Patrick O'Flaherty dived to his left to save the shot, and then the referee blew the final whistle. It's hard to be critical of any of the Wimborne players. This was a patched together side, and Simon Brown's got an unenviable job. But they didn't look at all bad, and with a little bit more luck in defence and maybe better finishing, we could have taken something from this game. But there we go. Wimborne Town 0, Mangotsfield United 3. And I got Simon Brown with me after today's 3-0 defeat to Mangotsfield. Simon, pretty much a patched up team, unfamiliar with each other. Was that one of the reasons we lost today?
No, not at all. They're not that unfamiliar. So the only unfamiliar face was Pat Flattery in goal, and I put the side out in a way that I thought would hopefully combat the way that they were going to play. And when you can see the goal after 42 seconds or and then give a ridiculous penalty away afterwards, then you're always going to struggle. And you can talk about formations and personnel as much as you like, but if you're going to make mistakes like that, to give sides the 2-0 leads, you're always going to struggle in football, and so it proved today.
Second goal was a killer because I thought we were getting back in the game and maybe even just getting on top at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you know, I said to Brendan, I said after sort of 25 minutes, half an hour or so, I said if it wasn't for the fact that we were 1-0 down, you'd think actually we're doing all right here, and we've got something to build on. And then Scott had an aberration for the second goal, and he was lucky not to get sent off, to be honest, because I didn't want to go and ask the referee why he didn't send him off. I didn't want to give him an opportunity, but what he was trying, what he was thinking there, I don't know. But, and that's from one of your experienced players, and I'm asking lads of 17, 18 years old to try and do a professional job for me, and then the captain of many years goes and makes a ricket like that. But that, Scott knows that. He apologised at half time. That's football sometimes, but it's just sort of indicative of the way things go. When you concede an early goal, then you can get it to half time at 1-0 and build from there, and then we're 2-0 down, and we always get a struggle after that.
Yeah. Looking at the positives, I thought Ant Waters had an excellent game. He's good on the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Ant's, he's light on his feet, and he gives us a little bit of energy on the left-hand side, and we haven't got that many left-footers in the squad actually, so it's nice to have him give us that bit of width. And he had a couple of shots. I think he had a shot in the first half. He made a good save from. Got a couple of good balls in. Ideally I'd have liked a bit more, but we were a little bit too conservative, which is disappointing when you can see goals like that, because you're always struggling.
Before I let you go, the 3 Portsmouth loanees, what's the situation with them?
They are staying with Portsmouth for the time being. Their loan expired on the 10th of February, and I spoke to Mikey Harris, the academy coach, about extending it. There's a bit of to and fro with the way that contracts are delivered and handed out to those guys, and they thought it was best for the time being they stayed there. So it's not dead in the water, they could come back, but for the time being they're going to stay at home, as it were. I don't understand all of the reasoning behind it, because I would have thought the fact they're not around on a Saturday afternoon for 3 or 4 hours, still Portsmouth the rest of the time. But that's their prerogative. They're Portsmouth players, and if they say jump, they have to jump. Kind of thing.
We might see them back.
So we might see them back. Yeah.
Okay, Simon, thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Cheers.